Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Miguel. Now, today I'm going to explain to you the difference between Claude Cowork and Claude Code. Let me break it down for you. This is one of the questions that comes up the most whenever I'm talking with people, mainly because Anthropic, the creators of Claude, have so many features and so many products. Now, what you have to understand, and this is the thing to actually get in your head, is the fact that Claude Cowork is something that lives inside of a box. It's a sandbox environment. What does that mean? It means that, for example, if I'm working on a project A folder, it will not have access naturally to project B. That means that Claude Cowork is pretty much a Claude Code that has limitations. Claude Code, on the other hand, is something that you really install inside of your computer. It has access to everything if you wish it to have access to everything. So I can be on my downloads folder and I can ask it to get information from the desktop, for example. On top of that, Claude Code can also communicate with applications that are not connected through your usual connectors that you see on Claude. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do all of this. So pretty much you have to remember that Claude Cowork is a sandbox environment. It's locked inside of a single directory, so it gives it a lot of limitations, but Claude Code can actually just go wherever you want in your computer and is actually the more advanced tool. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So as you can see right here, we are on the Claude desktop application. I'm going to switch my model to use Opus 5 on high. Now, whenever you actually reach the application of Cowork, you have to select a folder to work on. I'm going to be selecting my usual workspace folder, which is where all of my work is. Now, I'm working inside of workspace. That means that I don't have access to any other folder by default. And I'm going to show you. Hey, Claude, can you please open the downloads folder for me? Just tell me what's inside there. So I'm going to be sending that, and it actually just created a task. So as you can see, I asked it to check something that's not inside of this workspace folder, but because it's actually not connected inside of that downloads folder by default, it's actually asking me to add the folder to the project. This is one of the main key differences. So of course I can click on add folder, and then you will see that it's gonna ask me for the permission. And now right here on the context on the right, you can see that I have both downloads and also workspace. So of course now we can read it, but by default, it doesn't have access to it. Now, on top of that, if I ask it to connect to, for example, an application that's outside of the connectors that I use. So of course, if you want to check your connectors, the only thing that you have to do is you have to go into connectors here. So all of these are my connectors. It will actually not be able to do it. So for example, there's this other application that I use that's called TheirStack. Fantastic application, by the way, if you're looking for a job. TheirStack is connected through something that's called an API key inside of my workspace folder. Now I'm going to ask Claude Cowork to go ahead and check how many credits I have remaining. TheirStack is connected on this workspace through an API key. Can you please use that API key to check how many credits are remaining in my account? So now that I send that out, it's going to tell me, oh, we are running in a sandbox environment. I cannot do that. And that's the key difference between Claude Code and Claude Cowork. Claude Cowork can really help you deploy a web application if you ever want it. Cowork is fantastic for anything that's only going to be reaching you. So if you want to create a custom application for yourself, either a CRM or maybe just an application which is going to help you with marketing, of course, 100% you can build that. Even more so with the artifacts feature that's up in here, which actually now allows you to connect to real-time data, which is fantastic. So as you can see, it's trying everything and it's not managing to do it. Why? Because we are in a sandbox. It cannot communicate with the rest. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna just close it here because I'm not gonna allow it. Now, in the case of Claude Code, it's different. So Claude Code has the native capability of also working with something that's called Git. Now, Git is something that's for developers, but if you really want to think about it, it's just a software that allows you to have versions of the things that you do. So for example, if you're working on a project for a client and you just update, for example, their marketing campaigns, you can get a new version of that. It allows you to keep track of everything that you do in a very efficient manner. Now, right here, as you can see, I'm located inside of the same folder as I was working in before. Now, I'm going to ask Claude Code, in this case, to go ahead and check what's on my downloads folder. Hey, Claude, what's inside of my downloads folder, please? Don't name any application, just tell me how many gigabytes of data are in there. Now, as you can see, it's actually going to go ahead and check, and because we're actually using Claude Code, it's not going to ask me for any permission. Now, something that you do have to keep in mind is you might be telling yourself, hey, this doesn't make any difference for me, but it does. Because us humans, we are very unorganized, so our information is scattered across everywhere on our computer. Now, imagine if you actually used Claude Cowork and Claude Cowork noticed that there's some information missing, it wouldn't go ahead and look for it inside of your computer. Whereas if you use Claude Code, it's actually going to go ahead and search for the information either on your computer or your Google Drive without really asking for the permission if you configure it that way. So it makes it so a lot of things that Claude Cowork cannot do because it's lacking information can be done thanks to Claude Code. Now, there's another difference that you also have with Claude Code. Of course, I told you that Claude Code can go ahead and use any application on the web as long as it gives you access to something that's called an API key. You can think of it as a fancy way of connecting your account to an application without using your login credentials. I'm going to retake the example that I showed you with the TheirStack application. Hey, there's a TheirStack API key inside of this workspace. Can you tell me how many credits are remaining? And I just want how many credits are remaining inside of that account. Don't show me anything else. So I'm going to send that. And what's also fantastic about both Claude Code and Claude Cowork is that as soon as you send it a message, you can go ahead and you can simply get out of that session and go ask another thing. So it actually works in parallels, and that's such a time saver. Now, the last thing that I'm going to show you is the difference between something that we call subagents. Now, I'm going to go back into Claude Cowork. Claude Cowork has something that's called subagents. Subagents help Claude Cowork break down tasks into smaller tasks. Now I'm going to show you how to use them. Hey, Claude, can you please search for the latest news on AI in France and Germany? And please use 2 subagents for this. Now, when you explicitly ask Cowork to use subagents, it's actually going to start using them. It also does it kind of by default, but if you really want to use them, you really have to tell him explicitly to use subagents. Now, subagents is what is going to allow you to do extreme amounts of data analysis. So if you have a CRM, a YouTube chain, or anything like that, mastering subagents is extremely important. As you can see right here, it explicitly says that it's running a total of 2 subagents, one for the French market and another one for Germany. This shows you how to run subagents. So I'm not going to end all of the showcase. I'm simply going to show you how you can actually run them. Now, Claude Code is different now. Why? Because Claude Code actually doesn't have access to subagents. It has access to something that's simply called agents. And on top of that, it also has access to something that's called dynamic workflows. Now, the key difference between dynamic workflows and subagents is the fact that for subagents right here and for dynamic workflows right here, subagents can only use a predetermined type of agents. So agents are called general use, scan, explore. Now, dynamic workflows are different. Dynamic workflows is actually Claude Code creating custom sub-agents for the task that you asked it. So dynamic workflows are extremely powerful compared to sub-agents. You can really do so many things with them. Market research, creating applications, overhauling UIs for business use cases, analyzing CRMs, analyzing marketing data campaigns, all of that through dynamic workflows. Now, as you can see, now we are back in Claude Code, and you can see that I have 0 API credits remaining. And this is because Claude Code is actually connected to this application without a connection through the Claude application up in here. Now, of course, there's other things that you must know about Claude Cowork and Claude Code. It's extremely important for you to actually go ahead and switch to Claude Code as soon as possible. Why? Because all of the work that you do with Claude Code actually really belongs to you. It's super, super simple to migrate from Claude Code into other AI applications, such as Codex, for example, or OpenCode, or any other agentic tool out there. But if you're actually coming from Claude Cowork, it's a lot more difficult. And as you know, these AI application creators, so Anthropic, OpenAI, Gemini, etc., they're going to start charging more and more for their services at some point in time. That's actually why it's so, so, so important to avoid getting vendor locked. And don't worry, if you start using Claude Code, you can migrate to some other service. Now, I hope that this video was useful for you. If you have one single thing to remember is that Claude Code is really a free agent that roams in your computer and has complete control over everything that you might ask it to do, whereas Claude Cowork is Claude Code's little brother. It literally is a Claude Code in disguise, but it simply has, I'm going to say, less features compared to Claude Code, just to make it safer for people who actually want to use it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to say I'll catch you in the next one. See you.